Here we have a command of evidence quantitative question, which I got from Bluebook Test 5, Module 2, Hard. I knew this was a quantitative question right off the bat because I see that we have a table accompanying our passage. So before I go over the details of the table, let me go ahead and read the passage now. To test whether a medication is effective, scientists compare outcomes for patients taking it and patients taking a placebo, a medically inactive substance. Patients normally aren't told they're receiving a placebo, but a research team conducted a study to see if there might be a medical benefit to telling them. The team used various measures to evaluate participants with higher ratings indicating greater well-being in each measure. Compared to the mean ratings after 21 days for participants in the control group, the mean ratings for participants who were aware of taking a placebo, blank. Which choice most effectively uses data from the table to complete the statement? Before I look at the choices, I want to look at this table and make a note of what the claim actually is. But first here, I wanted to point out, this is important. Higher ratings or higher numbers indicate greater well-being in each measure. The measures being these three categories. Now here's the claim. And we're supposed to complete what the claim is. But compared to the mean ratings after 21 days for participants in the control group, the mean ratings for participants who were aware of taking a placebo. So let's look at this table. We have these two categories here, group one. These are the mean rating scores for participants aware of taking a placebo. And we're actually going to be looking at the mean ratings for this group specifically, because we're comparing this group, group one, to group two, which is the control group. The mean rating for participants in the control group. So what is the control group? These are the people who weren't told they were taking a placebo. In other words, they thought they were taking real medicine. Now, logically, you would think that someone who thought they were taking real medicine, that their results would be better, that the medicine, I put this in quotes, would be more effective. However, if we look at these numbers here, and if higher ratings indicate greater well-being with each measure, we're seeing that the participants who were informed of taking a placebo, they did better on all three counts. Global improvement, that's overall improvement, symptom severity reduction, and quality of life improvement. This group one, they did better on all three counts, which is rather surprising. And I think this is a lesson in not assuming that just because you think something logically makes sense, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the correct answer. You have to look at what the claim is and then look at the table or graph to make sure that it aligns. All right, so let's go back to the question. Which choice most effectively uses data from the table to complete the statement? Choice A states, so this group, the participants who are aware of taking a placebo, that their scores ranged from 5 to 92, indicating that well-being varied widely from participant to participant. Well, this is actually wrong because what these numbers are comparing, 5 and 92, these are just two different categories. We're not comparing how their score differs from the control group score. So this is out. Choice B states they were lower for two measures with the rating for only one measure indicating greater well-being for these participants. This is definitely wrong because they weren't lower in any of the measures at all. They were higher in all three. Choice C, they ranged from 3.9 to 46 with no rating indicating greater well-being in any measure for these participants. If you look at these numbers, see where they are in the table, 3.9 and 46. Again, it's doing the same thing that choice A tried to do, only it's extra wrong because it's only giving you information from the control group, not the participants aware of taking a placebo. So this is out, which leaves us with choice D. I'm going to check it to make sure that it matches with what we're seeing in the table. Oh, we're higher for all three measures, indicating greater overall well-being for these participants. So this is obviously the correct answer. This was something we noticed as well when we looked at these numbers. The mean rating for participants aware of taking a placebo, they were higher on all three counts. So Choice D is the correct answer. I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like more digital SAT content, please subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to like and comment on what topic you'd like for us to cover next.